this is David, Seeking Name and Comments. Alright, gonna be doing another top 50 books in my collection, but this is the non-graded raw book edition. So without further saying, let's tackle this, and hopefully they will finish this video hopefully then shorter than what my CGC was. So anyway, to begin with, this is Alex Ross, Voltron #1. I believe this is one of 10 or one of 15 incentive variant. And also there's this Champions #1, John Tyler Christopher negative space variant. Everything was cool. I believe the first set was Kamala, Black Panther, and Iron Man. Out of the three, I thought that this was the one that really stood out for me. So super have this in a very high grade. Alright, I remember when this came out, I had to get it. Was very fortunate to find a few copies, sold few. But anyway, this is all Return of Wolverine #1. This is the second printing. I believe there is some major error to this inside. I think there was some Dr. Aphra cover, and the back page was mixed up with this cover. So I don't know if it was recalled or not, but don't quote me on it. I could be wrong, but definitely a great cover to have. Super happy. Alright, this is Invaders now. This is only 500. This is Dynamic Force Virgin exclusive, covered done by Alex Ross. Like I said, it was only 500. Was ever printed, so I was super happy. It was in a high grade when I got this, but I think there was a problem with the packaging or shipping. So there is a small little crease at the bottom here, and what I was going to get this thing CGC, but now I think it probably be better in my top loader. But anyway, Invaders now, issue #5, DF exclusive, Alex Ross cover, 500 printed. Alright, this is Anacleto. If I'm butchering the name, I'm sorry, but this is, don't really know. I completely forgot. That's one thing great about having a virgin cover, is it's just that you don't know. And if you put it in your long box for a while, you never know what you got. But really cool ass cover. I believe this is the first cover appearance of Madam Carnage. I think this was part of the Mary Jane theme that Marvel was doing. So this is a store exclusive, but very happy to get this. I remember this was sold out like in instant, like within, I don't know, 15 minutes when it was released. It was sold out. I was happy to get two, and yeah, this is one of them in a high grade. Very super happy. Super cool ass cover. Alright, this is one of the very hard to find Elephant Man #1. This is a second printing. This got sketch cover done by J. Scott Campbell. I believe there's another very hard to find, which is the color version of it, and also there is issue #30, if not 31. That's a very hard or rare book, so they say, but it doesn't go for much, but it's really hard to find in a while. J. Scott Campbell, and you know, just I don't know, just a cool ass cover. Few books here. I'm gonna be doing some shout outs because I got a part of the a great deal. If not, then a part of the AOK. So shout out to the Real Master X for selling me this in a very cheap. I remember he found like 100,000 of this copy, and he sold me one of the high grade copy. This is the Blackest Night #0. This is a promotion edition because there is no barcode. It just said not for sale, promotional only. So yada. I remember trying going online. They were selling this for like 50-70 bucks. Of course, the Real Master X did not give me that, did not quote me those, but he gave me a really great price for me to hard for me to turn down. So anyway, thanks again, the Real Master X, for sending me this in a very high grade. Definitely going to get this thing graded in the future. Alright, One of the few books that I kind of jumped into due to the FOMO in my earlier collecting age, but I remember the 9.2 crew, 3562, was talking about this book. It's an all-new Wonder Woman number 614, which happens to be the last book or the last issue of that run. This is one of the 15. Alex Garner, really great cover. Just didn't want to be left out, so I remember jumping on both of it. I paid premium for this. It's not a near mint minus, no near mint. There's some few issues on the spine, but definitely a great cover, and very happy for me to get. At least I have one in my collection, so maybe get one in the 9.8 in the future. Maybe not, but definitely I'm happy with this. Talking about getting one in 9.8, definitely I need to get this thing signed and probably get J. Scott Campbell to do I don't know, remark here. But this is Danger Girl number 1. This is the Jetpack Bang Boat variant. Just happy, just super happy to get this. I believe there is not many printed, but there are some few sales that goes for 50 to 75. I think CGC 9.8 was selling this for at least average about 120 to 150. Signed really probably about 150 to 180, but definitely a great sexy cover that, you know, any J. Scott Campbell fan would love to have this in their collection. But definitely an awesome cover. Yep. Spawn 300 was a huge thing, and when this came out, when there was a notification that there was only 1,500 of this that was going to be printed, jumped on it, got it for a real decent price. I believe I paid like 35. I believe it was not 40 with shipping. So this is Spawn number 300, homage to ASM 300. This is a New York Comic Con exclusive. Later to find out that there was actually a gold version of it, which was only 500 that was printed. But I don't know, regardless, just I'm very happy that it did not come damaged. Definitely going to get this thing graded and hopefully come back as a 9.8, because this is a 9.8 candidate. But anyway, just super happy. And if you see that, it says 1 out of 1,500 right over there. Right. Alright. Continuing with J. Scott Campbell, I got myself, I have 2 raw already, but this is one of my favorite covers. Elephant Man number 18. This is the variant. I don't know what the ratios are, but I'm not going to even mention it because I do not know. But this is a sketch cover variant of Elephant Man number 18, cover done by J. Scott Campbell. Just love the details. I love the sketch cover because it showed a little bit more details on the fine lines, and somehow when the color just tend to cover that up. But as you can see, sketch on this cover just definitely just says it all. Yeah. Alright, so this is a shout out to Mr. Rigor Mortis 86. I remember he was doing a video and he uploaded one of his Vampirella collection, and this is one of them that he showed. And of course, 58562, he realized how detailed and how awesome this cover is, and later to find out that this is most sought after in the Vampirella collection. And also Lucio Perillo was up and coming artist at that time. Everybody wanted to, because Delgado was there, now Lucio Perillo, and this cover is just mind-blowing. Just had to have it, got it in a very high grade. This is a 9.6, 9.8, definitely a potential of 9.8, so definitely I will need to get this thing graded in the future. But just taking a little break right now when it comes to anything to do with comic book, but especially buying and things for now. And also shout out to the Real Master X. He sent me some few copies of Vampirella Perillo cover, and this is one of them that really stood out for me, and had to keep this on my own. Yeah, just enough said. Vampirella number 30, Lucio Perillo cover. Enough said. Super happy. All right, this is the one that I always, if I find it cheap, I always will grab it. So this is Bubble Gun, number 1. This is the customer appreciation exclusive from Aspen Comic. There's only 1,000 of this that was ever printed. This is the color version. There's actually a Sepia cover of Bubblegum number 2. I believe that was the 1 out of 15 or 1 out of 20 incentive variant, but covered done by J. Scott Campbell. I already got a 9.8. I got one signed by Campbell in a 9.8. So this is going to go out as part of the AOK to someone that who actually going to help me press the book and get my books graded. So yeah, haven't forgotten about you, brother. This is coming your way. So, right. And show some to you Vampirella book. I haven't really grouped this together as I just wanted to get some real cool covers along with some very cool variants. Hard to find variants, but this Vampirella number 6. I believe Art Jump has done this. There's some mini variation of this. There's a close-up and there's some bust. Anyway, this here to me is the one that stood out for me and had to jump on it. And there's a very incentive. There's 1 out of, I don't know, 1 out of 10, 15, 25, 50, 1,000 and something like that. But this is 1 out of 50 incentive variant. This is the, how you know, because you can tell by the green. I believe there's a red and platinum and some other, there's acetate. Anyway, damn it, Archer, you killed it with this one. This is one of my top, one of my top Vampirella covers, next to that Vampirella number 19 and the 30. But oh my god, this is definitely, if you like this cover art, you like Vampirella, you like Sickness, anyway, just everything all combined together, this is it. Yeah, okay. All right, so going to one of my favorite cover. I already got this in a green, silver, and gold, signed by Todd McFarlane, but had to get the original polybag. Of course, this is the newsstand. What more can you say about this? This is a very iconic cover. Had to add this into my top 50. And remember when this was talked about, Air Pirates? Where is it now? This is the indie, I guess, publication where some of the writers and artists made fun of Mickey Mouse having him delivering dope, and so they put him out. Anyway, there was a big controversy on this, but I remember there was, everybody wanted to get this, so I had to get it, and I found it on cheap. It's not in a near mid minus. I believe this is probably in a very fine minus condition, but just super happy to add this into my collection. This is Air Pirates Funny number 1, where Mickey Mouse is on a plane shooting a machine gun with a dope in the back of the plane. Yeah. Okay. Shout out to the Doom 143 for this AOK that he's given me years back. This is Witchblade number 111. This is the J Company. I believe there's only 100 of this that was printed. There is a bikini version of it. I believe there's only 800 of those or 600 of those that was printed. But yeah, SDCC exclusive, Witchblade 111. I guess you can call it the nude variant, only to 100. Trying to find this in a while, guys. So shout out to Doom 143. Alright, I remember when this character was just talked about in each podcast or every video, is Janica being turned into a turtle and becomes one of the classic, Teenage Mutant Ninja, group. But anyway, this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle number 5. This is Kevin Eastman Studio.com exclusive. There's only, I believe there's only 1,200, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 1,000 of this that was printed. Very happy to got this. It was a battle for me to actually go into KevinEastman.com to get this. But finally, we're able to figure it out and got it in a high grade. And I was kind of hoping that Eastman would show up in Emerald City Comic Con and have them do full turtles over here and then sign over here and do something crazy. But definitely super happy to add this into my collection. And I remember listening to one of the podcasts that was talking about this, how Rags Onyx #1. This is the New York Comic Con exclusive. There's only 500 of this that was printed, so this is a very risque, and that's the virgin part of it in the back. So I remember when Rag was super. I remember it was just blew up, and I believe there was a variant that was selling for 1,200 or something. I mean, crazy thing. But yeah, so next one is Wizard #1. The very first Wizard magazine to hit the market back in the early 90s. And shout out to Koi Cakes to, giving me an A-OK, because this is the San Diego Comic Con exclusive or edition of Wizard #1, which they were just giving away to promote Wizard magazine from back in early 1990. So this came out in September 1991. So there we go, guys. So with that, Todd McFarlane cover. I mean, definitely one day I'm gonna need to get this thing signed and graded, regardless what the grade comes back as. Alright, continuing on, Detective Comic 1000. This is the Archer. I think you can call this the archival edition. I mean, anyway, so you only could get this cover through a set from Archer.com. Stanley Lau, I don't know, his own website. Remember, there was a lot of issue with a lot of the books came to the buyers all damaged, but anyway, mine came back without any issues, and very happy. I was going to get this thing graded at the Emerald City, but probably have to wait another year to get this thing done. Hopefully that he'll come to Emerald City and get this thing signed so I can get a yellow label. Talking about yellow label, I really wanted this artist to come to Emerald City Comic Con. On his Instagram, I do message him and ask him if he are ever going to be making to the North Pacific NPW. Is it NWP? Anyway, Northwest Pacific, I think NWP, I think that's correct. But anyway, to Emerald City Comic Con, and he says so far there's no plans due to the COVID-19 epidemic. I don't know, but definitely this is going to be put on hold. But this is Detective Comic 1000. This is the Ji Hyung Lee variant. It's crazy. Just maybe hopefully have him do a Joker walking in the back. I don't know, do a remark and have him sign at the top here. But super happy to get that. And also shout out to Contender. I remember when he was at one of the Comic Cons, and I asked him if he could give me some of his thing, which is a homage to Spider-Man #1, which I showed you earlier. Have him signed it, and I was going to go to Emerald City Comic Con, have one of the people at the J. Scott Campbell booth to witness or authorize that this is a signature, give its CGC. But yep, this is Black Cat #1, one of the many variants that J. Scott Campbell in his store. This is a cover F, which is signed up here in black. So, super happy. So thanks, Contender. Keep moving along. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 789. This is one of the 50. They call it the Ditko t-shirt variant. So there was many variation of this, but just had to get one that was classic Ditko cover. I think there was a Thor, I don't know, some Hulk and stuff, but this is the one that, since Spider-Man happens to be my favorite character, had to get this. So, yeah. Alright. I believe this is Spawn number, I don't know, 280, I think. But only 666 of this was ever printed. This is Latina cover with collaboration with Todd McFarlane. And I remember I was going to get this thing signed by him, but this book didn't come on time, so I had missed the boat on it. So that was many years ago. I'm not going to send any books to CGC to get him signed, you know, but maybe hopefully if you do make it to Emerald City Comic Con, we'll definitely have him sign and get this thing graded one day. But super crazy. Sorry for the glare, guys, but awesome cover. Just super. Yeah. Alright. Shout out to Alex the Comic Holder for this AOK many years ago. Moon Knight number 6. This is the bloody variant. I believe this is one of the 10 incentive variant. I could be wrong, but David Finch cover. Killed it. Just killed it. Alright, Masters of the Universe number 1. This is Graham Crackers. I believe they're located somewhere in Boston, I think Massachusetts or something. But this is their exclusive. There was only, I believe there was only 1,500 of this that was printed. Yeah, 1,500 that was printed. This is number 1256. You know, because there's that gold foil lettering. Just made, and it came in a very high grade. Definitely gonna get that graded, and definitely gonna get this baby graded, which is Transformer number 1, limited to 600 copy. John Gallagher variant. I think he did the first 5 issue of this. And shout out to 789 Comics also for their tremendous service and their packaging. Great customer service, man. But yeah, so Transformer number 1, John Gallagher, 600 printed. Alright, so this is this is Teen Titans number 89. This is what's it, Frank Quiley. I believe this is one of the 15 incentive variant. This is when Damian actually joins the Teen Titans and becomes a leader. So super hard book to find, but definitely happy to have it in my collection. Yep. Alright, so when I saw this book, I had to get it. I remember when I was a kid watching this show, Bewitched. The nostalgia of it, I had to get it in the cover, called Die Kitty Die number 3, homage to Bewitched. So enough said on that. So super happy. Alright, so this is also shout out to Freddy562 for this AOK. This is Transformer number I believe this is one shot, I think, All Hail Megatron, but yeah. This is homage to Killing Joke cover, and yeah, because I remember we were talking about how hard it is to find this in a high grade, and I guess he did find one, or he found a couple, and this came in signed, which, you know, then that way, I don't know. Just long story short, he gifted me this cover to just knock it off my want list. So thank you, Freddie. Really appreciate it, man. Thanks. And this book was actually a part of the AOK from 80 Eye Samurai. Oh, God, it's been so long. But yeah, Chris, if you're watching this, man, thank you so much. I still do have the book that you sent me. This is Spawn 221, homage to Amazing Fantasy 15. Super great, high grade. Still need to get this thing graded after what, 3 years I got this from 80 Eye Samurai. Yeah, well, thanks, Chris, man. Alright, when this came out, I had to jump on it. It's Harley Quinn number 1. This is a Mexican photo variant of Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. Enough said. Just gotta keep going, right? Very nice cover. Alright, so this is Captain Marvel number 17. This is the second cameo appearance of Kamala Khan. This is one of the 20. Pascual Campion, I believe that was his artist name. But anyway, remember getting this for less than what, $50-$60 raw. And now 9.8, the last one sold for $699. I don't know if that's a fluke or it's a scam, but the one before that sold for about what, $499. So there's about $150 to $20 difference within the time frame of 6 months from his first sale and the last sale. But definitely this is a 9.8 candidate, so definitely gonna be sending this out to hopefully get a 9.8, so to add that into my CGC collection. All right, moving along. Really super hard book to find in a high grade, and also more rare to find this in a 30 cents price variant. This is Doctor Strange number 13. This is the first full appearance of the one above all. So it's like the god of Marvel Comics. But yeah, so found this. I don't think the owner knew what he had, but if he did, it was on auction. Swiped it. Very high grade. Definitely a 9496. Maybe a chance for 98, but I doubt it. But definitely gonna get this thing graded because this is one of the raw, rare books that I have in my collection, which has the very distinctive first appearance. Yeah, see that? 30 cents. Try to find that. All right. There's also waiting for the She-Hulks to come on Disney Plus, but this is Savage She-Hulk number 1, first appearance of She-Hulk and Barbara Walters. I think that's her name. But yeah, I believe this is the direct edition. I believe during the 70s, getting the direct is harder than getting a newsstand. So maybe people should look into more getting the direct instead of the newsstand. All right. This was a part of the winning from the Doom 143 blind box, which had a 8.5. Had a Batman Avenger 12, which was the first appearance of Harley Quinn, and this, and I believe Valkyrie. But yeah, All Star number 58, first appearance of, right there, Power Girl, right? Right, Amazing Spider-Man number 252, one of the very first black suit appearance. Many people say it is something else, but who cares? This is the cover I want. Homage to Amazing Fantasy 15 in a newsstand. You know, high grade, probably in the 9.6, maybe 9.8. There's some few issues over here that is pressable defects, and maybe not, but definitely we'll see what happens in the future. Huh? All right, so also the new Teen Titans number 2. Everybody knows this. First appearance of Deathstroke. All right, George Perez cover. Daredevil number 131. First appearance of Bullseye on a cover as well. So yeah, I remember watching Daredevil on Netflix, and it was a great character. Just sad that he got canceled when he did. But maybe hopefully MCU can bring that character back to life, huh? But all right, so this is where it gets fishy. Fishy means, what do you go for? Do you go for cameo or do you go for full appearance? All right, full, cameo, full. Anyway, this is Forever People number 1, first full appearance of Darkseid. Not a cameo appearance, but a full first appearance of Darkseid. All right. So there we go. And guess what? It's Steve. Yep. I believe this is a Kirby, not Ditko. This is Jack Kirby cover. So you want the full appearance of Darkseid with a Neil Adam cover, or you want Jack Kirby cover with a full first appearance? Okay. You guys argue among you guys. So, all right. All right, John Romita classic cover of Amazing Spider-Man number 33. Hands down, very classic, iconic. I was just blown away when I saw Homecoming, Spider-Man Homecoming movie, and this image. Oh God, just makes it a little bit more. I don't know, just more wanting it, I guess. But yeah, John Romita, classic. All right, going down the stretch here. Batman number 232, Neil Adam cover, first full appearance of Ra's al Ghul, and he's on the cover. Enough said. All right, and Amazing Spider-Man number 569, second print. John Romita Jr. art cover. This happens to be the last panel of this issue here. So yeah, full appearance of Anti-Venom, which happens to be in the cover as well, and very sought after, very hard to find, very expensive book in a 9.8, by the way. So all right, talk about expensive in a 9.8. All right, boom, Incredible Hulk number 4, Del Mundo, one out of 50, Venom Eyes cover, which Marvel had done back in 2012. The last 9.8 of this was sold for, you won't believe it, man, almost $1,000. Raw book like this was selling, I think the last one sold for average about $350 to $400. So in a high grade, definitely this is a 9.6. Maybe a chance for a 9.8 if somebody could really press it and just make it flawless. But yeah, super happy to get this. The yellow cover too just pops, man. Yeah, look at that. That is sick. All right, to me this is really one ugly ass cover, but everybody said that's an art. My opinion against yours, like the cameo full, but this is Batman Detective Comics 880 jock cover, classic, 9.8, sells for about $450 to $500. Raw sells for probably about $150 to $200. So if you're a comic book collector, you need to have a cover that everybody wants. They think it's an art. This is it. That's the only reason I have it. But to me, this is an ugly ass cover. Alright, so almost down to the last 3. Shout out to the real Master X. AOK'd me because he had a handful of this that he found. I reached out to him, I'll buy from him, but he said no, he'll take care of me. Newsstand, Thor number 337, first full appearance of Donkey Thor. Alright, is it Billy Ray Cyrus or whatever his name is? Donkey Thor's I'm gonna go with. But yeah, so thank you, the real Master X. Always appreciative of your generosity, bro. Miss you too, man. Alright, Amazing Spider-Man number 194, first appearance of Black Cat. Just in a high grade, I guess you can call this probably an 8.5, 9.0 if I'm lucky, maybe 9.4. Who knows, man? Anything around there, anything can happen, especially with how CGC has been grading their books. This, I don't care if it comes back, but this is one book that I'm really gonna hold on to until MCU or Sony does something with this character, because definitely a lot of potential. All right, the last book. Shout out to Freddy562. One of his favorite cover, one of my favorite cover, and I think the real Master X also have said this is an underrated variant that wasn't going as far back when we were talking about this. This is Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vow Volume 1, issue number 1, 1 out of 50, J. Scott Campbell variant. Now 9.8, probably shooting around 400 to 500 bucks, which is raw, was selling average about 150 to 180. So it did get the attention that it deserved, but everybody missing out on this. This is the first appearance of Annie Parker. You need to understand, this is the alternate universe for in this run, in this for this title, which Mary Jane gave birth to Annie Parker, which happens to be their Peter Parker's daughter. All right, and the reason I'm showing this at the end is because of just how detailed, how J. Scott Campbell used to do covers. It's so detailed and just full. I mean, it's a full cover. It's not just them with just plain black, but anyway, just really great cover. And also, I'm very happy that in I believe this year in November latest, if not by December, sideshow.com had this in an exclusive figure in a statue, which I have ordered, and this will be coming in. And if I do, definitely gonna place this book next to that, and definitely gonna get this thing slapped so it stays immaculate condition and high grade. Anyway, that is it, my top 50. Hope you enjoyed it, guys, as much as I enjoy having this in my collection. If this is your first time in watching or visiting my channel, subscribe, comment below, thumbs up, thumbs down, whichever it is, man. I just appreciate all you guys' support, and first time watchers and viewers and new subscribers. I know that I have mentioned this, that I was supposed to have this 1,000 subscriber contest, and also 1,000 of my Instagram. That has not been, it just took a backseat due to the COVID-19 and due to the fact that I was moving. So it definitely, I have not forgotten about your supporters and who just keep supporting my channel for the past 3.5 years. So anyway, with that said, it's coming. I'll be announcing it soon. Until then, thanks for watching. Aloha, mahalo. Until next time. All right, shoots.